Another great performance, particularly in that first half an hour. Just so good, scintillating stuff. Genuinely, I cannot remember a Cardiff City team just dominated and playing the way that they are at the moment. And they'll get better the more they play together, the more they can just sort of gel and get to know what he wants. We need some depth desperately, like with another injury to David Turnbull is obviously a big blow. But a great performance. It was a performance of two halves. You've got to dig in. Luton were always going to have chances from long balls and crosses because they're massive. But I was actually disappointed with Luton. I thought they'd try and play a bit more football, but it was just very straight, long balls, very poor, just direct. Yeah, just long ball football. I thought they were better than that, but maybe it was a ploy to negate Cardiff's pressing, which I suppose you could say is good because of that, I suppose. But ultimately, I thought Cardiff did well, good value for their 3 points. So I'm loving that. But yeah, it was interesting for sure. Really enjoyed it. And I like these young players having to dig in. Port Vale, Wimbledon, last minute winner. 3 points against Luton in the biggest game of the season. That is only going to put them in better stead mentally when it's really high pressure later on in the season when it's squeaky bum time. But there we are. We sit top of the league. We deserve to be top of the league. And indeed, if you would like to see a little bit more of the kind of instant reaction after the game, let me know if you'd like a short 5-minute live or like a 10-minute just pre-record, but just like straight after the game. Interested in what you guys want all the time, like. But I'm going shopping now. Got to get my son some steel toe cap boots, and I'm going to go away very happy man. 3 points on the road against Luton. This was the big test, and God, we were good. I haven't seen the stats yet. I'll have a look before the breakdown when I rewatch it tomorrow. But my oh my, were we good? Were we good? On the ball particularly, but off the ball, like just the work rate by every single player. And I want to make a special mention for a couple of players. Callum Robinson still doesn't look himself in the terms of his finishing, but he's just worked tirelessly. His link-up play was really, really, really good, and deserves credit for that. Like, you know, just because you're not in form, gets his start, and he worked and worked. Nearly scored from the halfway line, but it's just his finishing was a bit off, like, you know. But you can deal with that, I suppose. It'll come for him, you know. If he keeps that work rate and that attitude, it'll come for him. And then Chris Willock, like I've watched Chris Willock really closely since he came on against Peterborough, and BBM has been pushing him really hard to do defensive work and to do certain things, stay wide, to go on the outside instead of always cutting in. And he really listens, like he's really tried and trying to put into practice what the manager wants. So to see him then drifting in, beating a man, winning the ball back first, then beating a man and finishing, like I was really pleased for him. But how many times do we pinch the ball like off their defenders and win it high up? Sensational pressing. Ruben's got to score that at the end really and put the game to bed, but it's one of them, I guess. But Joe Bagan, excellent again, crunching tackles, good passing. Dylan Lawler didn't put a foot wrong. It's the right time to bring him off. Good game management because they were just bunging more and more long balls, and he dealt with them all right. But Callum Chambers is made for that. But I think just in the instant reaction, my man of the match by far is Nathan Trott. Some unbelievable saves, but the one, I think it's down to his right, was just, whoa, what a save. What a save. And kept us in the game when times was tough. Hopefully he's not injured and it was just cramp. But again, a real team performance. Like everybody put a shift in. Everybody was good. And what I found really interesting is Ronan Capacchio didn't have a lot of joy going up the outside of the pitch, like overlapping. So in the second half, he inverted a lot and got a lot of joy. Like he's a good footballer. He was up against a quick winger, a real quick winger, and his recovery pace couldn't save him, so he had to be a bit more physical. I don't mind that. That's a good test for him. But when he inverted, he was quality. Good footballers. Joel Colwell was good. Feel so sorry for David Turnbull. Like, finally find his feet in Cardiff shirt. Finally show him what he can do. And he started really well as well, and just pulled it. Hopefully he's not out for too long. But got to get some signings in. Got to get some signings in quickly because we are thin on the ground. Just going back to my rumour video, which I put out this morning. Imagine Rabio Matondo in his team. Direct, skillful, fast as fuck. Love that. But it's a massive result. Got to go and do it now against Plymouth. That's the big game. If I'm by BBM, I'm giving Ruben a rest. I'm giving Fish a rest, Dylan Lawler a rest, and giving Trot a rest on Tuesday in the Cup. Just give them all a rest. Like, let Nyakahawa, let Ashford have a rest. Give Isaac some time. Who else? Eli King, give him some time. We'll give Wintle a rest. Just because then you get them fresh for Plymouth. But we haven't got a big enough squad to rest them all, so some of them will play. I'd rest Ruben. He just covers so much ground, wins the ball back so much. Like, you've got to give him a rest. Like, Chris Willock drifting into the middle, dangerous. Going on the outside, dangerous. Kean Ashford again, I thought was good. Just an all-round team performance. He's so young, and Callum Chambers, I think this is the right way to use him. Bring him off the bench to close out games. Sometimes you bring him on to give Dylan a rest. Sometimes you bring him on and put him at right back to give Ronan a rest. I don't mind that at all. Perry NG obviously back in the squad. He should start on Tuesday. Definitely give him some minutes. But I also would like to see, the likes of... who else could we have in there? Like, you haven't got a left back, have you? I'd play Mafiko at left back, if not Giles, on Tuesday. I think Mafiko at left back against Cheltenham could be a real good way to kind of bring his confidence back up. But equally, maybe play him in the 6. Put Eli in the 8. Put Mafiko in the 6. Put Giles at left back, and then put Chris Willock at number 10 on Tuesday. Give Ruben a rest. Give Joel a rest. Just give him a night off. But a massive win. I said before the game, if we can take 4 from the next 2 league games, we are in business. So to take 3 from the first one is great, but you've got to put it behind you and you've just got to keep chugging on. What it does remind me of this week has really reminded me of that time under Malky, just grinding out 1-0 wins. It's just the football's a bit better. Like, we play some real good stuff. Just need that direct pace to get in behind. If it's Rabbi Matondo, if it's someone else, whoever, we've got to get some wingers in there. And one thing I know for sure is not Owen Dale. So yeah, that's where we are. If you'd like these kind of after the game sort of short videos, short lives, let me know. The boys are back tonight, 9 o'clock. I think they're all on. There's about 5 of them on, but it should be good. Good. Should be good stuff tonight. I'll be back for the breakdown tomorrow. 5 things will be out at lunchtime. Happy days. Cardiff City 1, Luton 0. Away from home. Average age of 10. All the youngsters performing. People are starting to take notice now. The other teams are starting to panic. Luton went old school Wimbledon long ball today because they were so frightened of our press. And rightly so. I mean, every time they tried to pass the ball, we took it off them in their own half. It didn't matter. So teams are going to do that now. They're going to go long. So Fish has got to be big. I thought Dylan did really well against the long balls today, considering he was criticised against Peterborough for his dealing with the sort of more physical, direct stuff. Did a great job today of dealing with it. When to go all over the centre-back was good. One thing I don't get is, Yusuf Salic, when he's got a defender on his back, he'll have literally piggybacking on him. No free kick. He touches a defender when he's trying to win the ball back, and it's a free kick all the time. Weird. But at least, the ref didn't spoil it as much today as he did on Tuesday. Nathan Trott, baby. Nathan Trott. Woo! Right, I'm off ski. Got to go buy some steel toe cap boots for the boy. I will see you all tomorrow for the breakdown. Make sure you tune in tonight for the post-match reaction. And in the meantime, go over to Dragon Sports, and my instant reaction, like literally as the full-time whistle went, is over there. And obviously you can rewatch this video as well. I will see you in a bit. If you'd like to see more of these types of videos, let me know. And if you'd like to see those morning videos that we put in the WhatsApp group earlier, let me know. They'll be members only though. Take care. In a bit. See you in a whatever. I don't know how to close this down because we've never done one this way. So we could be in for a ride. Come on. Keep the faith. Up the city. Let's go.